What up, Talking Fight fans? Thanks for tuning into today's episode of Knuckle Up with myself, Mike Orr, and my man Cedric Ben. And then you know what we're doing, bringing you some prospects out of Japan to look out for. And honestly, we got a good one today. Carrying on with Talkin Promotions out of Japan, boxing gym that's been around since the 20s, man. Honestly, big things that these guys are doing over in Japan. They definitely have a great roster. They definitely have some great up-and-coming fighters. I've been through their entire list of fighters, and they do have some great up-and-comers that are coming around. But today I want to talk about one that has been on U.S. soil twice, three times actually. And honestly, he's a great fighter, man. He's put up some great matches against really good boxers. And
we're talking about just really good. The top guys.
The top guys. And we're talking about Masayoshi Nakatani. Yes, Nakatani. He's a Japanese professional boxer. He's held the OPBF lightweight title between 2014 and 2019 and won the WBO Inter-Continental lightweight title in 2020. Nakatani fought his first 18 bouts of his professional career in native Japan. During this time, he won the OPBF lightweight title in January of 2014. And successfully defended it 11 times. Then he comes over to the U.S. for his first fight against Teofimo Lopez. He is sporting a record right now of 19-2-0 with 13 wins by knockout. This kid's 5'11 and a half, 71-inch reach in the lightweight division. He's ranked second in Japan right now at 103, and he's ranked 15th in the world of 2,112 lightweights that are registered and active. He is 33. Cedric, what do you think?
I think he's an exciting fighter, crowd pleaser, and a very good boxer at the same time. Usually a crowd pleaser is just known as someone who's just a brawler with not good defense. He does like to mix it up, but he's a good boxer. He likes to fight with his hands down. He likes to take those chances. But again, like you said, he put up some great fights against some of the top guys. Teofimo Lopez. His only losses were to the top guys.
Yeah, Lopez and Lomachenko.
Exactly. And at that time, both Lopez and Lomachenko were at their height of their they're still obviously in the middle of their career, but that's when both of them were talks of at their height. So Nakatani, very good competitor. He brought it to Lopez too. And the thing with Lopez, even though he lost unanimous to Lopez, he still put up each round was a close round. It's kind of like the Charlo and Castano, both of those fights. He didn't rematch any of them, but he was, even with the Lomachenko, he was in there. Lomachenko stopped him, correct? I believe.
Yeah.
But still though, he was still in that. And but with the Lopez one, it was just like the Castano was close, even though Lopez won unanimous. He still put up a good fight.
Right.
So yeah, man.
Definitely, this kid is one of those guys, man. He's a heavy hitter. He does like to have his hands down a little bit. He takes a little bit too much damage for my liking, but you know what? He can take that damage, and that shows in a bunch of his fights, man. He hails from the suburbs of Osaka, Japan. Kid was born in 89. He celebrates his birthday on the 8th of March every year. And this guy, he started his boxing career as an amateur and eventually turned professional after a while. And on June 12, 2011, he faced Shioka in his pro boxing debut and defeated him by TKO in the second round. But after registering 2 straight victories, his confidence was high. His winning streak further increased as he went on to defeat Laguna and others. And on January 11, 2014, he captured that OPBF lightweight title by defeating Keito. Following that day, he went off to defend the title against every opponent he faced and was able to retain his title. Some of the opponents he had defeated was Sismondo, Morita, Tenada, and Sermona, and Tomika, and Futa. And, nonetheless, he backed up and returned to the ring. And, after this loss to Teofimo Lopez, he ended up taking on Felix Verdejo for the vacant WBO Inter-Continental lightweight title. He won the fight and captured that WBO Inter-Continental lightweight title. And honestly, guys, that was a great fight to watch. After he lost to Teofimo, he said he was coming back to, put put Verdejo in his place, and he was going to definitely knock him out and win. But he did come through with that big win. And honestly, it's a great fight to watch, guys. If you haven't seen it, go and check it out, man. It's a TKO in the 9th round. Nakatani was down in rounds 1 and 4, but then Verdejo was down twice in round 9. And eventually it ended the fight. But, he comes back after that win, takes on Lomachenko. Lomachenko brought it to him, but, he dished it out, man. It was a really good fight, really close. He landed some nice shots, man, on Lomachenko himself. And I know you're watching it right now as we're because
I'm watching. I got the Verdejo knockout on right now.
Yeah, definitely. You know what? The guy, he's out of Tekken Promotions, Tekken Gym in Japan. One of the oldest gyms in Japan, and definitely.
Oh yeah, give that history. I don't know if you.
Yeah, man. In the 20s, it became known in the 20s. Tekken Gym. So it all started in the early 20th century when Watanabe, who learned to box in San Francisco, California, since 1906, he went there to bring it back to Japan and establish Nippon Kento Club as the first genuine boxing in Tokyo. On December 25th, 1921, this gym was underway, man. And we're talking like early 20th century here. And honestly, they've been producing fighters since then. And honestly, Japan has a very deep boxing root background. And honestly, a lot of people around the world don't know it. That's why we're doing the Japanese today. That's why we've been doing them all week. And honestly, guys, be on the lookout for these guys. They got work ethic like none other, heart, drive. They can take shots, and they can definitely dish it out, man. And this is definitely one of them you want to watch. Masayoshi Nakatani, be on the lookout for this guy. The fight against Lomachenko was back June 26, 2021. He's been out of the ring for a while. But you know what? I think we're going to see him before the year's up. I'd like to see him get in there and take on somebody else, man. That's in that top range, man. Because this kid definitely can hold his own in the ring with these top guys, and it shows in all of these fights. In his last 3 fights, it definitely shows.
Yeah.
Anything you want to say before we get out of here, Cedric?
Do we know when his next fight is?
No, it hasn't been scheduled yet. He has been sitting at home, though, inactive for about 10, 11 months. So it's about time that we're going to see him jump back in the ring for sure.
Yeah, man, he's an exciting fighter, and he's one of those fighters that's even if he's losing the fight, you still have to pay attention because he can get you out late. Because that's exactly what happened in the Verdejo fight.
Yeah,
he got dropped twice early, and ended up still, just staying strong. Ended up stopping Verdejo in the 9th round. As I'm just seeing going into that fight or after that fight, Nakatani was his 4th win by KO in his last 5 fights. So what I'm saying, he's on a good streak. He was on a good streak. His only 2 losses were to the top guys. So we got to make sure we follow this guy's career because he's exciting.
Definitely. We definitely will be following his career, man. Like I said, right now he's ranked 15th in the lightweight division. So we're talking. He's under Javier Fortuna, just above Maxi Hughes, just above Bertolet, Rivera. He's got lots of people behind him. He's got lots of good guys in front of him that we can put him up against. You got Garcia in that running as well. You got Yoshino. You got Diaz. You got Isaac Cruz. These are a bunch of guys, a bunch of top guys that he could easily get into the ring with. And I think we will be seeing him before the end of the year, man, getting back in the ring. Definitely want to see this kid back in there doing what he does best, and that's knocking people out, man, for sure. Guys, thanks for tuning into today. Join us tomorrow, same time, same channel. We're going to be talking about a Japanese female boxer, not part of Tekken Promotions because they don't have one, but we will be talking about a Japanese female boxer to be on the lookout for. So join us tomorrow, same time, same channel. Talk and Fight, you know what it is, man. Hit up that website, subscribe, like, share, tell all your friends. We'll see you tomorrow, same time, same channel. Knuckle up, man.